What's going on, everybody? Let's see what we got going on. Oops. Hey, Advantage, welcome to the stream, man. First, man, you were really early, too. I saw you when you sent that message. You were first by far. Like, hours in advance. Second, CHA, what's going on, man? Gilbert, holding. I like how you came in. You didn't even need to know what we were going to talk about. You knew what your plan was. Respect. Hey, if you're holding, by all means, hodl. I'm right there with you. So we've got a little bit of to talk about. Not that so much is going on in the crypto space, right? But because tomorrow is Monday. Monday is where things get crazy. It is the start of the week, the trading week for pretty much everybody. I think this is kind of the last time that we're going to see like 35, 36 cents for a little bit. At least for this week. What's going on, Schmicky? Welcome to the stream, man. I genuinely believe this is going to be about the first time that, the last time we see these prices for this week. There are some reasons for that. Now, my prediction there could be delayed just due to what AMC does or doesn't do tomorrow, and so we have to keep an eye on that too. But like I said, for most people that are relatively new to the trading game or anything, you know, they kind of ended up here. A lot of you guys too ended up here just from Dogecoin, not because you were day traders or swing traders by trade. You just happened to try and buy into Dogecoin and you got introduced into this space of stocks and crypto. Most of those people tried to venture into some of the pumps in the stock market, which happen to be AMC and GameStop. So once those things are done, they're going to end up back in the crypto market because they don't really know anything else. Let me see. I'm thinking about pulling out a Doge to trade AMC. What do I think? All right, so here's my thoughts. And we can start rolling into this right now. To do this properly, let's pull up the side-by-side. Because this is kind of what this stream is all about, right? So we want to be ready for the week that starts tomorrow. I am fully expecting, whether or not Elon does come through and drop the Doge for Tesla announcement on Wednesday, which would be 6/9, whether or not he can pull that off, I'm expecting something. Hey, what's up, Preezy? Welcome to the stream, man. I'm expecting something. Maybe he'll be able to pull it off. Maybe he won't. But I think even if he can't, he's going to be tweeting a whole bunch of Doge stuff, which might give us a little bit of a pump of a couple cents, depending on what he's talking about. We know that Elon's pull on Doge has worn off. A lot of people are just kind of getting tired of the lack of movement. And really, he's caused it himself. Because the real reason we don't move on pumps is because usually at the same time that he pumps, he also crashes Bitcoin. And so we end up either not moving or going down. So it's kind of his fault, but that's not the point of this discussion. What we're going to get into now is what is the most probable, without getting into all stocks in the stock market, because that's not what this stream is about. If you want to start doing that kind of stuff, that's what the Discord group is for. But on YouTube, we're mostly focused on Dogecoin, other cryptocurrencies as well, and then maybe some pump moves that are not too risky in the stock market. Did I see El Salvador is looking to make Bitcoin its legal currency? Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, and that could be big as well. Now, I also heard that that's not particularly brand new news, because I read somewhere else that wasn't really brand new. It was just more discussion about it. But yeah. So that's really good for Bitcoin. And honestly, anything for Bitcoin that's good right now, by all means. We have nothing against Bitcoin here. I don't think any of us really, Travis, Anonymous is salty AF. Probably. I mean, if any of you saw that video, they were pretty upset. Now, what I would encourage you to do, if a lot of those things that were mentioned in the Anonymous video, if you watch the full thing, if a lot of those things were new to you, check out Meet Kevin. He's another YouTuber. Check out his channel and go watch his like live review of the Anonymous video. Because he would pause at points and start explaining stuff because he's really into Tesla. So he knows a lot about the history and with Elon Musk. And so he was explaining some things that they were calling out Elon for that didn't really make sense. A lot of things with the energy cost of Bitcoin, but then a lot of things with like Elon's involvement with certain things, Elon growing up like as a spoiled child and all that stuff. He broke down a lot of those different things that weren't necessarily true. So, it was interesting for sure. Meet Kevin, that's the YouTube channel. I don't mean right now, but later on in your spare time, you might want to check it out if you're looking for something to watch. Now, here's the thing. What we want to do, kind of back out. I don't know if I want to do 30-minute time frame here. That's summarizing a little too much. Maybe 5, maybe 5, maybe 5. 5 is good. I think 5 is good. Let's try that. Is it though? Yeah, that doesn't take me back far enough on Doge. Maybe I have to do 30. Yeah, I do. We want to evaluate which is most likely to have a move tomorrow. Because whatever that's going to be is probably where we want to be. Hey, what's going on, Original? Welcome back. Been seeing you the last couple streams. I appreciate your support, man. Original meme videos. How's it going? It's going pretty good, man. How have you been? But for me, it's going pretty good. Looking forward to tomorrow, this week. Looking forward to Wednesday, 6/9. I am hoping that we get some good news, great news. That's what we need. Amazing news that can get us out of this 30s hole. Because we're back, unfortunately. For now, let's just hide all drawings. And let's just take a look at the price action for what it is. Hey, Robbie, welcome to the stream. Check this out. We got all the peoples coming in. So if you actually look at the price action of both of these things, short term, they actually look really similar. And I think that's just a coincidence, right? Because the crypto market and the stock market have nothing to do with each other, first and foremost. Second of all, AMC's price action was due to a pump, and then Dogecoin's movement here was due to some news and stuff. So not at all the same, not related, but conveniently they look very similar. What you see is some consolidation and messing around, just that more stable, lower prices, and see large moves up, multiple attempts at large moves up, sell-offs, extra moves up, sell-offs, and then second attempts at moves up rather, and then more sell-offs, and then consolidation, like tight consolidation towards the end with not much up or down movement. What is this? Sounds like if I tried to make a song. All right, I don't really want it to be vocals. That doesn't help. All right. Whoops. So, yeah, they look very similar. So that doesn't really help us here. That doesn't help us narrow it down. But what we're just trying to do is figure out which one's more likely to make a move. So let's just figure out why these things moved up to where they did and kind of the strength behind each of the moves to see if there's a chance of them continuing. AMC's whole thing, the whole reason for the move here is the short squeeze. Everyone was banking on the short squeeze. They wanted to bump the price up as high as possible because they knew AMC was overly shorted, and there was even potential to squeeze this thing up to $100, 100 plus if it really squoze. The only thing is, hedge funds were more prepared this time, and they weren't really willing to cut their positions early. They were already aware of the GMC, multiple attacks on GMC. So the ones that did decide to stick around were a little more resilient, first and foremost, and they basically just bet on the retail traders not really having it in them to follow through with what they really were going to say they wanted to do. Just coincidence, Madison? And welcome to the stream, Madison. Yeah, just coincidence, which is really odd, but But yeah, those shorts, the big money shorts, were really just relying on betting on retail traders to not have it in them to pull off getting the price up so high to where they would actually need to be genuinely concerned, to where they need to close their positions. And so what you saw a lot of the time was like some reshuffling. So they did cover some positions, but then they'd come back in short even heavier at higher prices. And if you watch some other content on kind of the breakdown on some of the trades that were executed, you'll see that there was still short selling from big money. They would just pile on to their short position higher up, like double down as the price went up higher. They were not willing to close out their short position by buying back all the shares to cover. And so for that reason, I mean, we did see a bit of a squeeze here, small squeeze, but a lot of it was just buying pressure off hype. But no movement after that. I mean, after hours, there was this false hope, the sell-off the next day. I mean, after this really extreme sell-off, it didn't even hold here. It went all the way back to previous, like, low support. Then it almost doubled. And then Friday was supposed to be the big day where everybody was supposed to really do the push, the squeeze. If we can just get the price high enough, all the particular options will expire in our favor and people will have to buy back shares and all this stuff. All this stuff was talked about of why it should go to the moon. And that is when it completely fizzled out. Barely went up, not even $8 from market open to the high of day. And after everybody realized this thing was a dud, it continued to just dead bounce here, fell through support, and just sold off for the entire rest of the day. So Friday was an absolute AMC failure. Here's the thing, though. If now AMC, after hours, I know you guys probably can't see it very well, market closed on Friday at $47.9, which is pretty cheap. It really started somewhere around $12 and then was stable in the 20s for days before it even goes up to the high of like 70. So $40 when you're comparing to like mid 20s isn't that far off. A lot of people are going to look at that and see that as a potential dip buy opportunity come tomorrow. So if going into pre-market tomorrow, and if you're on Webull, you can check pre-market as early as 4 a.m. Going into pre-market tomorrow, if these prices hover around 40s or maybe even into 30s without showing signs of extreme weakness, I would expect at some point during the day, like one last hurrah from AMC. One last hurrah. Now, if the prices sell off hard, maybe just say I think it's more likely than not likely that AMC sees another move tomorrow, regardless of how strong that move is. But it's going to be, if it does make any move, it's going to be distracting because everyone knows Doge isn't really putting out too much for us. So these Doge traders are really just hoping on AMC. They will take their money out of Doge in a second to catch more of a move on AMC. So it won't take much to lose our buying pressure. So if this stabilizes into pre-market tomorrow and doesn't dump, or if it stabilizes and climbs just a little bit and there's a little sliver of hope, expect some kind of movement up. Like I said, one last hurrah. If, though, in pre-market, this thing really starts to dump and just shows signs of like, okay, everybody's saying, all right, I want out. Now you're getting low 30s into 20s, and it doesn't look like it's going to recover. Then AMC might finally be done. But until AMC is confirmed done, we're going to have a difficult time on the Dogecoin side gaining momentum to the upside without some crazy announcement. Now, that's my analysis of AMC. For those that are looking to get into AMC, just keep your eyes on pre-market. Look to see if it's stable or if it's starting to climb. If it's stable at like low 40s, keep your eyes on it at the opening bell. But if it's dumping, you can probably feel more confident looking away. If it's dumping hard, going down into here, then it's probably over, completely over. It's a 50-50 shot right now. Yeah, it is a little low, but it hasn't dropped below the lowest lows of this whole move here. And a lot of the AMC apes, the diamond handers, all of that stuff, they are going to see this as a dip buy opportunity, and they're going to try their best until there's no more hope. So keep that in mind. More than likely, there will be a move here. Now, in the event that there's not, thankfully, Dogecoin should have a little more attention. And so we'll have a little bit more to go off of here. Now, price predictions for AMC, if it goes up, I think it could do another thing like it did on on Thursday. Maybe like a 40s to 60s move or something like that. Probably no higher than 70. Either way, I mean, you'd be getting a nice little chunk of change. I don't think it's going to pass 70s and squeeze like they were trying to, because they already failed that here. But there might be a move to like 60 or 70. So either way, something to keep your eyes on if it looks bullish. But no way to predict what's going to happen Monday. Literally no way at all. We're really low, really flat. We're losing momentum, if anything. But we also know that the apes in the community will do anything in their power to try and move the price up. So in normal circumstances, I'd say that was going to dump, but that might not be the case. Just have to consider the reality here. Now, coming back to Doge, our beloved Doge. Doge has had some great moves up. We moved up on good news here. The Coinbase Pro announcement really got up pretty high compared to where we've been. Our floor has raised. As you can see, we are stable at 37 cents. You see how strong this support is right here? We do not want to go below it. So this is awesome. Going into this week, I assume that people are going to want to start buying in just in case that there's any kind of announcement on Wednesday that can make the price go up for Doge. They are just going to want to be in. I want to be in. And I want to be in as early as possible and as cheap as possible so I can just ride the wave up. So, Dogecoin, I mean, it's shaping up to make an up move this week. Please, Elon, relax with your Bitcoin stuff at this point, please. Just so that we can finally have what we deserve. But it is looking like it wants to make a move up, and it's setting up for it pretty well. As you can see here, we had this sell-off, but now this kind of gradual recovery. We're not even going to look at Bitcoin right now because I don't care. Bitcoin is doing its thing at like 35, 36,000. It's not dumping anything crazy, so whatever. But the way that Dogecoin is handling it, you just kind of see this gradual recovery. It's leveling out really nice. And you know what that typically means. Usually it doesn't do that and then fall through the bottom. Not if there's any amount of bullishness in the stock. In the asset, rather. It's not a stock. So it's looking more like it wants to do one of these. Beautiful cups. Lovely cups. And you know what usually ends up happening when you get that nice cup. This is also what we talked about already, what was probably going to happen. But here we are. So, prediction for... And take this lightly. I'm sure you can make your own predictions as well. Everything's kind of in the air. We've been tossed and thrown around, so we can really only do our best at trying to guess what's going to happen tomorrow and Tuesday, based off what we know. But all these accounts are getting approved for Coinbase so that people can enter the giveaway. People are going to be buying that up. People are also going to want to be buying this up in anticipation for Wednesday and Thursday. The Tesla event and the 6ix9ine Doge. I call this Doge Day 2. Maybe even the real Doge Day, because the other one was a complete flop. So in anticipation for that, I expect even more buying pressure to be coming in. Also, Coinbase is on Twitter loading up on sponsored ads talking about Dogecoin. And in the stream yesterday, I told you guys that they were posting, but that I could not find it on their Twitter. And that's because it is not posted on their Twitter, and I found that out today. It is just their sponsored listings. So if you go to, actually, let's not do that. Let's go to Twitter. If you go to Twitter and go to Coinbase, you will see on their account. Wow. That probably won't happen anytime soon. See on their account, nothing really new is posted here. All right, but now look at this. That one Doge whale wallet is also still selling off. Is it? Is it really? Hey, the more whales that sell off, the better. Elon said he could even more fully get behind Dogecoin if the whales sold their positions because they have too much control. So, great. Now, here are... I took some screenshots because you can't find these on their page. They are posting these advertisements. Let me see. trying to incentivize people. These are sponsored posts on Twitter that you can't find on their page. And then here's another one. Sorry, I have to mirror my movement here. One small step for Doge, one giant leap for Dogecoin. Dogecoin has landed on Coinbase. Start trading with as little as $35. And then a picture of the Shiba and an incentive to log in. So they are doing this sponsored advertising on Twitter to get more users on the Coinbase, but they are heavily promoting Dogecoin and they're paying for those sponsored listings. Okay, so Coinbase and Dogecoin are spreading like wildfire right now around Twitter. So anybody that's on Twitter that happens to type in crypto or something, or Coinbase or crypto exchange or anything, and they get that sponsored promoted listing, they're getting pulled in. Then once they sign up for the Coinbase account, you get hit with that promotion to do the Doge giveaway. And I think it's right on the homepage now. Let's see. Because guys, this is not, if you're new to this stream, all right, these are not hype streams. You're not going to hear me like yelling about stuff and saying Doge to $1,000. Literally just trying to do reasonable evaluations that make sense so we can figure out what's probably going to happen next, what's most likely going to happen next, so we don't get caught by surprise, and so that we make the profit off of it that we deserve. Okay, so it's not on their homepage, but when I was just in here, I saw a bunch of advertisements for Doge. Either way, you know that at this point, there's going to be a lot of people entering this competition. So just give it some time, be patient. Now, after this week for Dogecoin, I don't know. Things are getting a little slow, unfortunately. And if Elon Musk, and here's the thing, I'm not losing faith in Doge by any means, but it is getting a little dull. And Elon Musk is kind of our best worst enemy right now when it comes to price movement, because each time we should be going up, he gets excited on Twitter and happens to say something bad about Bitcoin, and it just kills our momentum. So after this week, especially if we don't get what we're expecting on Wednesday, I don't really know what Doge really wants to do other than like 40 cents. Because if we just keep getting held down by Bitcoin, we're going to have a really hard time getting above 45, unfortunately. So we'll play it by ear, I guess, and start venturing out, especially if you guys want to, into other cryptocurrencies. Now, by no means do I want to take my eyes off Dogecoin, because when it moves, it's going to move, and we know how much ground it has to recover back to 60s. Just a week and a half ago, we were at 50 cents sitting comfortable, like 50 to 55. So we know that there's a big move here waiting to happen. But do we want to sit here staring at the screen for 3 weeks waiting to get a 15-cent move when there could be other plays to make? I don't think the answer is yes. As much as I want to be diamond handing Dogecoin, I also do want to make some money in the market and not miss every other move because someone's holding Dogecoin down. So I know me personally, after this week, if Dogecoin is really not showing signs of like bullishness, like it wants to move up on its own very, very well due to the market conditions, I will probably just start helping you guys look around at some other options. There's a lot of other altcoins that are coming out, some of them that I think are decent, some of them that I don't like very much, but kind of regardless, there's a lot of money making opportunities that might not be too risky, so we can kind of diversify a little bit. Also, if you guys want to get into the stock market, that could be something else that we look into. Start also messing around with stocks. Now, that's a much more difficult space to get into, and it takes a lot more research to figure out like which ones are good, and then you have to determine which kind of way you want to trade those stocks. Do you want to hold them for days? Do you want to just day trade a move? Based off that, it gets way more complicated. Crypto, in my opinions, though it's more volatile, it's more predictable. So that could be a whole nother topic of discussion. That's kind of where we're at, guys. This week should be a big week, and kind of if it's not, then I don't know. We've been waiting for a good while. The good thing is we've hit most of our price targets short term, so it's not like we've been off. We've hit most of our price targets, at least at some point. Everything that we've been evaluating and saying will probably happen has kind of been happening. So for example, we rose our floor from 30 to 35, with the average low being 37, which we mentioned, and it did happen. We hit the 45 minimum spike a couple days ago on Good News, which we did think would happen. Then there were some things that didn't happen, like we were hoping that we'd see higher 40s, but we didn't know if it would happen. Like a lot of the guaranteed things that we've evaluated have followed like we've seen. But then the hopes we have not seen. Our dreams have been crushed. So it's kind of where we're at. That's pretty much my analysis, though. Eyes on AMC tomorrow for me. And then I'm like 75% eyes on AMC, at least early in the morning. And if I don't see anything great within the first hour, then I'm pretty much done with AMC. And if that's my opinion, I'm not the only person that thinks the way I do. At the end of the day, I am a retail trader. So there's probably a lot of other people too that are just going to keep an eye on it when it opens. If it doesn't look good, they're like, all right, forget AMC. Let's go back to my Doge. So, yeah, any questions or thoughts or whatever? Monday to Wednesday? What are you thinking Monday to Wednesday, Schmicky? The additional tweet that I didn't mean to tweet out. Also, if anyone, for whatever reason, wanted to donate in Dogecoin, I know I joked about that before, but there's now a link like in the description. My Doge address is there, so you can, like on Coinbase or something, you just click send, pop in the address, and then, yeah. Invest in Safe Doge. Add up to $5 and get the same amount you airdrop to you. Safe Doge, right? Because Dogecoin's not safe. Use Safe Doge. To the moon. Doge moon. What are you guys thinking, though? What are your thoughts on this week? What are you going to keep your eyes on? I'll delete this. Get my indicators back up. Oh. What are you guys going to keep your eyes on? What are you thinking for Doge? What are you thinking for AMC? All opinions welcome, by all means. No thoughts? Interesting, interesting. I'll take that as agreement, which is fine. Well, I guess what we can do is a little bit of... Oh, there we go. Gilbert. Was planning to buy some AMC, but we'll settle for the Doge. Hey, that's fair. AMC just isn't looking so great. I tried to make some money off AMC on Friday. Didn't really happen because there really wasn't a move there. And I think it just started faking a lot of people out. So I said, you know what? Never mind. Monday could be just a repeat of that. Like it goes from like $40 to $47 or something. And then it starts to dump again. So I'm going to definitely be careful on Monday. I've already made a couple bucks off of it. I don't need to be too greedy. Don't overstay my welcome. But... definitely would like to see what happens there. If it looks like there's something obvious, clear as day to take advantage of, sure. I'll have a AMC Part 3, but something just tells me it's running out of steam. If it's anything like Friday, might be a dud. Let's keep our eye on the Doge. Another thing here. CoinMarketCap.com just gives you a nice overview of how everything's doing. Pretty much all cryptocurrencies right now are doing pretty well. Except for Dogecoin, it's actually flat. Like, when we just got to this page, it was 0% change over the last 24 hours. So, which lines up pretty much with what you can see here. I mean, pretty much a straight line here overall. Ray says, my C earnings have offset your AMC earnings have offset your Doge losses. Nice. That means now you can kind of come in with a clean slate and then ride the wave up. Get that account fixed. Preezy says, I believe Elon knows exactly what he's doing, and I'm sure it's playing out how he envisioned it. I'm all in on Doge. Nice. Yeah, that's the thing. I kind of feel like deep down as well, I need to have some faith in what he's doing and just kind of chill out a little bit, not be too mad. If he's doing all this, I believe Elon will pay us back with some good news. Doge is doing good considering where Bitcoin is. Exactly. Our floor has raised up substantially. Bitcoin has been trending down, and while Doge has been following the patterns, it's still been going up more and going down less than Bitcoin. So we've actually pulled ahead by like 6 cents on the Dogecoin side compared to where we'd normally be. So that's actually really impressive. Doge is showing great signs of strength. If I had more money to average down, I would. But like I said, I've got some unfortunate bills to take care of, including my vehicle. It's been in the shop for a month, so. Clutch replacement. Love it, love it. But I agree with you, Ray. Ray and Preezy. That's the spirit. Now, again, on CoinMarketCap.com, we're showing some signs of decency. It's nothing crazy at all by any means, but we can see that Bitcoin is actually, for the first time in a long time, up a little bit in the last 24 hours. So it's up about 1.5%, which is nothing crazy, but it's nice to not see red. Oh, that's going up to 2% now. Okay. Ethereum on its own up about 4%. Ethereum and XRP, actually. And that's the thing with some of these other coins other than Doge that don't need announcements. The RSI indicator on Doge is quite positive on the Binance chart. Okay. Nice. Good stuff. With some of these other coins that don't need announcements to go up, times like this, sometimes it can almost be, I mean, you might want to diversify a little bit. Things like Ethereum, people are going to keep buying into that. We've got non-stop coverage of Vitalik Buterin on YouTube. All these interviews. He's clearly a genius as well. Very smart. And a lot of good plans for the future for Ethereum. So that's one of those things that is just going to recover very quickly. Ethereum. So that's a play. It is just a little expensive to get into, obviously, at $2,000, $3,000 per coin. If I had long-term money, I would buy Bitcoin. If I had a lot of long-term money, like I'm talking a lot, I would buy Bitcoin. But if I had even a decent amount of long-term money, I'd probably buy Ethereum instead. Yeah, probably. At least short-term. Short-term, making that move, and then I'd probably diversify into the two of them. Or split it 3 ways, probably, actually. You know, Binance, Ethereum, Doge, something like that. Also looking at Cardano. It's doing okay. 1% recovery over the last 24 hours, whatever. XRP, just like Ethereum, doing very well. 4% recovery over the last 24 hours. But the interesting thing is, though, when you look at the 7-day percentage change, Dogecoin is actually the highest out of all of these right here, by far. So yeah, over the last day, those other two, XRP, Ethereum, had a good run up. Short-term strength, but over the last week, Dogecoin's up 25%. The next closest, if you're not looking at Binance, would be Ethereum at 16%. And Bitcoin's only moved up 2%, to put that into perspective. So if we're talking percentage-wise, Dogecoin's percentage move is 10 times higher, the recovery, than Bitcoin's in the last 7 days. Thank you all for the likes. I appreciate that. All right, let's drop this down to the 1 minute time frame. Let's drop another support line at 37,000. There we go. And let's just hang out. A little bit of signs of strength from Bitcoin here. I don't know if the Jazz is what I still want. I don't want the words right now. Doge has taken up my spare time since 25 cents. Can't seem to tear away from news and technical analysis. Yeah. Last I looked, it was $2. Looking at what? Ray. What was $2? Yeah, Doge has taken up my spare time as well since the last whole 3 weeks. Oh, okay, look at this. A little bit of green candles here. I like that. $98,800. If it ever hits 200,000. Is that how much money you would have? Hey guys, keep typing it up. Give me just 5 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see. Oh, okay, Ray. Your typos had me lost. I was trying my best to interpret, but I couldn't follow. 38,800 would be a good dip, basically, if Bitcoin ever hits 200,000. Oh, absolutely. No, Bitcoin's one of those things where all you need to see is it stabilize, and it's a move. Because you know Bitcoin's going to recover back to like 60,000. And you know beyond that, projections are already on the low side for Bitcoin to finish out the year at 100,000 per coin. So unless something absolutely tragic happens to Bitcoin, this is an absolute steal of a price here. And the whales see that too, the big money, but they're just waiting it out to make sure, because they already have money, so they don't really do stuff too risky. They want confirmation that we are done dipping, and that's when they'll throw their money in. And we'll see a very, very quick recovery. Probably not quite parabolic, but you know what I mean. They're going to come in quickly. But yeah, definitely a good buy right now. Advantage says, I'm going to hold my Doge. I just know that as soon as I pull out a Doge, it will explode and AMC will tumble down like a bag of bricks. Absolutely. Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable bouncing around like that, by all means, don't do it. There's a lot of times you will chase the dollar and then you will miss the dollar. That has happened to me a lot of times. I've started trying to chase other moves, and next thing I knew, like the thing that I was holding on to for so long that I decided to turn my back on for, 5 seconds, made a big move. And it's really unfortunate when you're down. So say, for example, you rode Dogecoin down from like 55 cents to 37 right now, and then you come out of it to try and chase another pump because you think Doge isn't going to recover yet, and then it recovers on you, and you don't get that free ride back up to make your money back. That is the worst. So, yeah. And AMC, I think it really will tumble down as well. That's why I said eyes on AMC if you want to even get involved. That's why I said eyes on AMC at market, pre-market, and then into market open for maybe the first 30 minutes to an hour. You should be able to tell everything you need to know about AMC by that time, if you want to trade it. But this should be Dogecoin's week. So, by all means, focus on the star of the show here. Last week was AMC's week. This is Dogecoin's week. So Dogecoin's looking pretty promising for this week. Probably more so Tuesday into Wednesday. Tomorrow will kind of be the start. But, if we wake up tomorrow and we're seeing like 39 cents Doge, 40 cents Doge, definitely keep your eyes on that. By all means. And what's going on, everybody in the stream? Glad to have you guys. Feel free, ask any questions that you have. My answers are free. I read every comment, I answer every comment. Let's go back, make sure there's no new Doge stuff going on here. Someone's not happy. Someone just tweeted and said, why? This guy destroyed Dogecoin, and now, no matter what he tweets, it won't even hit the 74 cents it was. That's because that was a pump. All right, you've got to understand how pump and dumps work. When hype and pumps, they can make things happen that are not normal. Hitting 74 cents just because everyone wanted it to go up that high is not normal. But, I mean, give Elon credit where credit is due. He got us up to 74 cents, okay, guys? Like, don't bite the hand that feeds. Like, don't be mad now that he's not getting the price back up for you when he got it there the first time. Just take what you can get, really. It's not Elon's responsibility. 60 million shares of Shiba. That's so crazy. Let's check on Shiba. By the way, I don't know if you guys have been looking into Shiba Inu, which I really hate talking about anyway. But more recently, like I said, though I despised it at first because it was nothing more than a Doge knockoff, and it's actually been around longer than you might think. It wasn't invented this year. SHIB, according to my knowledge, it's actually kind of been around, but it just started becoming popular. from what I read somewhere. That might not be accurate information. Regardless, that's not the important point. Right around the Dogecoin move of SNL event, that's when SHIB became popular. Everyone wanted the next big pump. And so that's why you saw all these moon coins, rocket coins, safe pump coins, all this stuff. And other coins with dogs in the name. Everyone just trying to capitalize off Doge's momentum and create new opportunities to pump and make money quickly, which is not normal. By the way, that's not normal. That's not how the stock market usually moves. Usually, if you want to make money, you can either invest in like an ETF or something that grows over time, and you get a slow, steady, but very, very low risk return on your investment over years. Or you can do something like day trading and try and chase volatility and all that. But still, it's rare that you see a pump. And everyone's trying to create all of these different pump coins and wanting all of them to pump 100x, 1000x, 10,000x. It's a little bit unreasonable. And for that reason, SHIB, being one of those that was positioned at that angle to just capitalize off Doge's momentum and be a pump coin just like the rest, 100% was not interested. I still don't like that it's a copycat of Doge. However, if anything is stable and it provides a money-making opportunity, we're here to make money at the end of the day. So if it stabilizes and it's no longer extremely, extremely risky, I'm going to start talking about it. The thing with SHIB is the value isn't quite there yet, but it has stabilized at this point to where it's acting like maybe it's found its bottom, like where it's not going to really go below. Because right now it's just idling. And if you look at something like, where can I view the chart? Let's pull it up here. SHIB. Now, if you've been watching this stream for more than a couple days, you'll know that each time I've come to CoinMarketCap to look at the price action here, it's been right here in this little range. This is where it started. Right here, it made this massive pump, multiple pumps, by the way, got all the way up here, took off a lot of zeros, and then retraced all the way back down, fell all the way back down the mountain, made its couple little last hurrahs here, couple more tries for a pump, and then it fizzled out, completely fizzled out. Now, for the last couple weeks, it's been trading pretty much sideways right in this little channel, kind of between 8,000 and almost 10,000. So the only reason I'm bringing this up is because SHIB actually has some good news on its way that might make SHIB a little bit less gimmicky. And if that's the case, there could be some value brought to it. There's a couple things to consider with SHIB. One, it does still have, despite my personal hatred for it, it does still have a large following where when people don't want to jump on the Doge train, they jump on the SHIB train. Or if they also are on the Doge train, they might also be on the SHIB train. So it's got kind of a similar user base, but they're more so wanting SHIB to increase so they can get this massive pump and return on their investment. Not so much because they actually care about SHIB being used anywhere, because they really, really just like the coin. They just want the opportunity to make money. I feel like on the Dogecoin supporter side, a lot of us, yeah, we want the opportunity to make money, but we actually like the coin at this point as well. And we would like to see it being accepted places, even if it didn't 15x the price. But SHIB, really all it is we want this coin because there's an opportunity to be a millionaire here. So people think. So different angle. But that aside, SHIB has been stabilizing in this window at around 8,000. You can see here, it's not dumping anymore. This is kind of where it's caught and where it's holding. So I think of this as like maybe the area of value at this point. Now, there is potential for SHIB to move up short term because of Shiba Swap. Shiba Swap is going to be the decentralized exchange, and SHIB is going to be the token for that exchange. So that means a real catalyst potentially could be coming here soon to give SHIB a little bit of extra value, which could mean if you want to try something risky, maybe you can chuck a couple $100s or something at SHIB and anticipate the Shiba Swap announcement, which inevitably will, I don't know, add some percentage points, some kind of gain to Shiba coin, and you would have some money made there. Long term, I don't know. I know they're trying to also get SHIB on Robinhood, but I don't think Robinhood's gonna bite on that one. Even though they're trying to, they've got like petitions and everything, accept SHIB for payment. They're saying now even SHIB might be accepted as payment on eBay for things. I don't know about that, the legitimacy of that, but I did see it on YouTube, so I take that with a grain of salt as well. It was just one channel, but then also I heard about SHIB on Robinhood is what they're trying to push as well. Any of those things could be massive and increase the price of SHIB, but right now, since it's at this bottom, it has been for like 2 weeks, and it's been bouncing off of the support line as if this is kind of where the low value is on SHIB, and it's not just going to be a complete stupid investment as soon as you go in with a, instantly cut in half dump because it's at the top. There's not that kind of risk right now. So something to keep your eyes on if you are wanting to look into another altcoin that has a lot of upside and not that much downside. SHIB at a low price like it is right now is something that you could consider. Only thing right now is, like I said, there's just not a whole lot of like fundamentals behind it to validate an investment in it. But there's just a couple rumors, so there's that. And Shiba Swap would be a big deal. Anytime there's an exchange, that's a big deal. So yeah, there's that. Now, one thing to do though is not get lost by SHIB's price. SHIB's price is so cheap to bait people in, knowing that you can put like $100 in and have 7 million shares. What if this thing hits $1 per share? Then I'll have $7 million on a $1 million investment. That was bait for the pump. That's why they did this. Look at how many shares of SHIB there are. What is that? Million, billion, 394 trillion shares. Okay, so compare that to Doge, which is 129 billion. And the price, you can now see why it's so much cheaper. So if you really want to see what if SHIB were to catch up to Dogecoin right now, what would the reasonable price be per coin? So you can then figure out what a reasonable expectation would be if SHIB for some reason does catch on as a second Doge alternative. Where could the price end up? And I won't talk about this for this much longer because, again, not a big fan of SHIB anyway. So you could see this number here, 3 zeros in front of it, 3 zeros after the decimal point. And currently there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros in front of the decimal point. So if SHIB were to catch up to Doge, you could 100x your investment. So if you put in $1,000, you could have 100,000. If you put in 10,000, you could have $1 million. If you put in $100, you could have $10,000. So not bad, but I definitely would not recommend trying for the higher side of that. If it was me, like the $10,000 investment, unless you got money to blow, that doesn't sound like a great idea. But for me, a couple hundred or something, you just never know. As far as tokens right now that are giving Doge a run for their money, I don't really see any. So that's the only reason I say that. Because Doge is in a weird space where it's angled to be the retail, the everyday person's coin to buy and sell things with. And there's not many other coins that are out right now where the main purpose of them is to buy and sell things with, to be a currency replacement. Most of these coins that you see here are utility. They do things. They have smart contracts and all this smart code, and they do all this neat stuff, and they provide solutions for the Ethereum network. But they're not really intended for you to use like the Clay coin on Amazon.com. That's not its main purpose. The only other coin that I see right now that could maybe angle itself like that is the other one that has no purpose right now, which is Shiba. And if a coin has no real purpose, then the only thing you can think about using it for is to make payments with. I know that's weird thinking, but I think that's also why there's so many people behind it. So again, just trying to think forward. Think about what I want to invest in long term. SHIB is not something I want to drop a lot of money in, but I did put $100 in. So we'll see what happens in a year. But best case scenario, it probably 100x's. So don't get lost in the zeros there. If it 100x's, it matches Dogecoin's current market cap, which isn't even that great. So I don't know if that answered anyone's question that they had in their head, but probably not. But I figured I'd talk about it. Gilbert said, had some dry powder for AMC and BlackBerry, but decided to get a limit order tomorrow for PSCC. Okay. Need a break from all the hype and drama. You're getting too old for this. Nice. Yeah, I actually bought a couple shares of BlackBerry. We're transitioning into this weird period where retail traders are trying to take over the game. So in the past, where it might not have been a good idea to chase the pump or the next pump, that might be changing. That might be changing. So I'm trying to stay ahead of the curve a little bit, because I just feel like the whole game is starting to change. AMC has been above $200 for I don't know how long, and that thing should have sold off by now. But the retail traders are just kind of changing the game. The Reddit army, I mean, look at how long this has been. Over 200 since the 25th, went up to $300 again. If you bring the time frame back again, you see just how long we've been up in general compared to where we were before the pumps. Because before the pumps, GameStop was $2 to $12. It's been over that since January and has not come back down. So that is the strength of retail traders right now, changing the game up. Like fighting against the hedge funds, showing who can be in charge and making them pay for their actions. So 2021 could be the year of joining in on some of the Reddit army's plays as they punish the hedge funds. And then I don't know what happens next. I genuinely feel that the SEC is going to step in and make it stop. They're either going to add more rules to the game, to the trading game in the stock market, or they're going to find a way to filter out a lot of retail traders. They're going to do something, because I don't think they really like this. I genuinely do not think so. That's funny. I don't know if you guys are into gaming whatsoever, but this GIF was kind of funny if you are. Because PC gamers and console gamers, PC gamers usually don't like console gamers that much because they think consoles are a waste of money and underpowered. So this is like the console gamer with his hand out like, hey, what's going on? And all the players with all their different PC specs are just walking by like head down, pretend like we don't even see them. I like consoles though. I like both. Let's watch, hey, Pro the Doge made a video. Let's go on YouTube, watch his content real quick. I like to break it up when there's not much happening and go to some other decent Doge channels and just kind of watch their updates. Now, this guy is the Dogecoin millionaire, as you can see in his username. He's the popular Dogecoin millionaire, and he is diamond hands hodling till at least next year. But his goal is to hold until it's $2.50, and only then will he sell any of it. And he only plans to sell like a tenth. So the true diamond hander right here of the Doge. Let's see what he's got to say. Oops, it was playing in the background.
What's going on, guys? Pro the Doge here. So, I've had a pretty eventful last 4 or 5 days or so, I should say. If you guys are unaware, I got hacked. Well, not technically hacked. I got disabled. So my IG account was disabled. Pro the Doge was disabled, and you guys know why? Well, actually, this is how I felt the whole weekend.
Y'all killing me with this.
days. Robert. Days. Disabled.
You killing me, man. This is not about
Dogecoin.
I'm trying to have a relationship with my
Doge family.
and I can't do it.
Yeah, pretty much my account was disabled for like 2 days and nobody knew what was going on. It was crazy. Like, I just had my backup account, or my business account became my backup account, the Dogecoin Millionaire, which is the only other account that I have. So Pro the Doge was disabled, and then I finally got it back, and I was super excited, and I had to hit you guys with a let's go. You know what I mean? I don't even know why I'm censoring myself, because guess what? I'm still not monetized. And guess what that means? I've made $0 off of YouTube. Guess what else? I've made $0 off of any sponsorships, any promotions, or anything of that nature. Hopefully those start coming in soon, and I'll let you guys know as soon as they do. This was actually supposed to be my merch video, but you know, I had to hold off on that because I had to tell you guys about everything that's been going on. So yeah, that was happening. We figured out who the two culprits were. You know, it was this account, and then it was also this account. And we're not even talking about Twitter. We're talking about IG, right? And the ones that I know of on IG. This other one was actually pretty funny.
We have here with us the Dogecoin millionaire, Pro the Doge, and I feel like I saw you like 5 days ago.
I'm an idiot, and I'm just a real big idiot, and you know,
Literally 4 or 5 days ago. When I saw you last in LA, you had about $1.2 million in your portfolio that you made in 69 days.
Yeah.
But now, we gotta see it. We need an update.
Yes, I am an idiot, yes.
1,178,79,066.
I'm an idiot.
It's every second thousands of dollars. I don't know how you don't have a heart attack at this point, but like, okay, so you didn't cash anything out, you didn't take anybody's advice, but how has your life changed, even though nothing's really financially changed?
Well, I was on TV talking about being an idiot, and then the newspaper wants to know how it's like being such a big idiot. And I like to tell all little kids about how I'm an idiot. Then they're making a documentary about idiots that's
featuring me. That's just IG. We're not even talking about Twitter. So on Twitter, there was maybe 2 or 3 other accounts that were doing the exact same thing. So, guys, fair warning, do not get scammed. Please, please do not get scammed. If somebody tells you that looks like me, my likeness, you guys are, oh, this is Pro the Doge. He's telling me he can double my Doge. He's telling me he can triple my Doge. Just send him some money. No, I'm never going to ask you guys for any money, ever. I'm not going to be like, hey, guys, send me money. I'm never going to tell you guys I can double your Doge, I can triple your Doge, I can quadruple your Doge, I can quintuple your Doge. I'm never going to do that, okay? That's just never going to happen, okay? So if you see any messages that look like me telling you those things, automatic red flag, it's not me. All right, moving forward. So that was the scammers, disabled my account, all that stuff. I got back on track. I was having a good old week. Everything was going fine and dandy. I was getting ready to do the photo shoot for my next colors because I want to do my very first merch. And I want to have 3 different colors for you guys. I want to have white, I want to have gray, I want to have black. We did the photo shoot with the white shirt. Then I went with 2 of my homies yesterday. We did a whole full-blown photo shoot. I did the whole photo shoot myself on my phone, you know what I mean? Using portrait mode, killing the game with the angles and the lighting. You know how I do. But we did that for like 3-4 hours, right? Got amazing pictures. These pictures were like top-notch quality, like DSLR level type stuff. And then I went to go get my iPhone 12. You guys saw that in my story if you follow me on IG. Follow me. I went there to get it, and this is what happened. So this is like a 2-parter, right? So the first thing was the IG getting disabled and all that stuff. Having a good old week, trying to catch back up. Then this happens. I go to Verizon. I don't know. I was about to say shout out to Verizon, but screw Verizon at this point. Like, can you hear me now? Probably not. Listen, I went to Verizon, got there, and went through. I was going to get the iPhone 12. Everything was going to be fine. I was going to transfer stuff over later. I just wanted to get in and out, right? So I get to the part where you got to pay the upfront fee or the deposit for the phone or whatever, and their payment system is completely down. So they can't technically sell me the phone. So what happens? They're about to close. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to come back, tomorrow, another day or whatever, and I'll figure this out later. Keep the phone. So they kept the phone. I leave. I go home. I get home and realize my phone is cut off. Why? Because the one in the store got activated because I was supposed to leave with it. So now I can't use my phone to call or do anything, right? So I'm like, all right, let me fix this problem. So I hit up technical support. What's up, guys? I'm on the little chats or whatever, right? Because it's past whatever time, nobody's on the phone. So I'm on the little chats. And I'm like, yeah, they activated the wrong phone. I got to get my phone activated again. This, that, and the third. Go through a few people. And then finally somebody's like, look, this is what you got to do. You go to the Find My Phone on your phone, right? You go there and then you select your phone. And then you just delete it off of that. And then we can activate the phone that you're using because your number is associated to the phone that's at the store. Okay, fair enough. I do that. Guess what happens? My phone gets erased, wiped clean. Just like that. Just completely factory reset.
All right. As interesting as this is, I do want to skip to the why Doge drop after Coinbase from his perspective, right? Just to see. We already talked about it from our perspective, but why does he think?
I guess Google was wrong. Wait, it's open? So apparently I was posting a bunch. My Doges was going up. Now you can't. Now you got to probably go to do photo shoot again with 2 other people. Now, onto Dogecoin related things. Let's talk about Coinbase.
Here we go.
Okay.
Money time.
Weird little segue there, right? But segue nonetheless, right? Like the segue, whatever. Bars. So segue. Coinbase. It was great. Coinbase listing was one of the catalysts we were looking forward to, right? Leading up to today, which is January 3rd, we were all happy about Coinbase. I was posting a bunch. My Doges was going up. And then it drops. Today's been dropping all day. It's been dropping, right? All day. Why? Everybody's like, why? Why is it dropping? I thought it was a good thing. What happened? Why is it dropping? We're on Coinbase. That should be good. It should be shooting up sky high, right? What's going on? So guess what? Let me answer that for you guys. Have I downloaded Coinbase yet? No. Will I download Coinbase? Yes. Probably today or tomorrow. The people at the Verizon, by the way, told me that there's a chance that the photo shoot pictures are still getting backed up because they don't back up everything within a few hours. Sometimes it takes a whole day to back up the entire thing. So it's possible that the photo shoot pictures are there, which is the only reason I'm still like, all right, let me just take a breather inside because either I'm high or I'm nuts, because if you ain't tilting this room, then neither am I. If you don't know whose bars those are, if you do know whose bars those are, please leave them in the comments down below because, you know what I'm saying, that's a question right there. Who made those? You know what I'm saying? Who said that? In any case, I'm going to download Coinbase. I'm probably going to buy some Doges. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to buy Doges on Coinbase and then send them to my Coinbase wallet. Here's another thing too. Like I said, I haven't got any money, $0 for anything. So my last video, when I bought the dip, right? People thought I was getting money to promote crypto.com app. I'm not getting money to promote that. I legitimately use that, and so I'm telling you guys I use that because you can input your credit card and buy it directly there. You don't got to transfer stuff from your bank to the app, which is what you got to do on Kraken, and that takes too long. So crypto app is easier. I'm not getting paid for this. This is just what I use, okay? Also, Coinbase wallet. I'm not getting paid to tell you guys to put your Doges in the Coinbase wallet. I'm letting you guys know that a wallet is important. I just happen to use that one. But you should never keep your Doges in exchanges. You have to move them to a wallet. So whether it's Coinbase wallet, whether it's another wallet, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you have the keys to your wallet, not your keys, not your Doge. Funny that I'm saying that because I got Robinhood, but you know, you live and you learn. I didn't know that at the time, but now I do, which is why I buy off a crypto app and I buy off a Kraken and I transfer it to my Coinbase wallet. There you go. Back to Coinbase. I'm going to download Coinbase. I'm going to buy stuff off Coinbase. I'll show you guys how to do that. But why is Doge dropping, right? But why is Doge dropping? Because now we're on Coinbase. It shouldn't be dropping, right? The same reason why Doge Day 420, April 20 was supposed to be Doge Day, right? The whole week leading up to Doge Day, we were sky high. Doge was going up. Doge Day happens, it drops down. Oh, shucks. Saturday Night Live, same thing. The week leading up to Saturday Night Live, Doge is up. The day of Saturday Night Live, bam, drops. Who knows why? I don't know the exact reason, and a lot of whales probably do that. They probably pump it up or whatever up until the day, and they sell off because they know it's a high, right? So same thing happened with Coinbase. days leading up to Coinbase, Doge is on the risey rise, right? We hit Coinbase today, June 3rd, and it drops down. It's a phenomenon. I don't even know what to call it. I'll probably come up with a cool name, and then I'll start saying it all the time on videos. But don't be perturbed because Dogecoin dropped because on the day of the Coinbase listing. If anything, they sent out an email that there's some contest that if you buy some Doge on there, you get entered or whatever. And this is actually legitimate, by the way. It came from a Coinbase email, so it's a real thing. But in most cases, be super wary of that. Like, do not.
So we could probably cut the video right here. All of that hype about the answer, he's like, well, basically, same reason as before. I don't know. That is not the answer I was expecting. That was not the technically correct answer. That did not tell us anything new, so that's kind of funny. The real answer, one, could be, the reason it happened before, to anybody that's new in the stream, the reason it happened before on Doge Day and on SNL Day is because it is just known, you buy the hype, all the hype happens prior to the event, everyone's buying in anticipation, then it reaches like the climax, the peak price, and then once it starts, everybody's like taking profit, it starts to go down. And people are selling at that point. They're selling the news. They're buying the rumor, buying the hype, selling the news. The reason with Coinbase is not quite the same because Doge's price was only just beginning to increase due to the Coinbase catalyst because we thought Coinbase was coming weeks from now, according to what Coinbase said about a week and a half ago. They said that the ETA was probably like end of June into July. So we did not expect Coinbase days ago. So we really hadn't even started to move up. There was really not much of a rumor buy-in yet. The price had not moved. In addition to that, then the Coinbase Pro announcement came. And we did start to see a few cents move up. But then on the day of, we didn't start to see a sell-off right then. There was no sell-off on the day of. We were still holding pretty strong. Then they hit us with the bigger Coinbase announcement out of nowhere. The reason we did not move up was because Elon Musk crashed the stock market, the crypto market yet again with multiple tweets directly aimed at Bitcoin, emphasizing and re-emphasizing the point of them being on bad terms and it not looking good. Started posting all these breakup memes and stuff with hashtag Bitcoin with a broken heart emoji, just really making people uncomfortable on the Bitcoin side. And whenever Bitcoin goes down, all other altcoins follow it. That is why we crashed when the announcement came. It is not the same as what happened on Coinbase Day. And Preezy, another good point. Yes, Doge Day and SNL Day were also made up social media hype events. They had nothing to do with fundamentals, with any kind of lasting good news. They were literally just Doge Day. Everyone's like, let's try and make this hit $1. This is Dogecoin's day. On SNL event, they're like, maybe we'll hit $1 now. Let's try and do it. There was nothing behind it that increased the value of Dogecoin to make it hit $1. Literally just a pump. 2 pump days. Anytime there's a pump, there's going to be a dump if there's no good news to support the price. But Coinbase and Tesla, those are real catalysts. And that's why we really didn't even see a sell-off. I mean, when you look at it, we really didn't see a sell-off on Doge. Look at where we came from. Okay? This is where we came from pre-Coinbase announcement. Coinbase Pro. This is where we ended up with Coinbase Pro announcement. And this is where we are right now with Bitcoin crashing the market. There hasn't even been a real sell-off. We're only down a couple cents. And we're up multiple cents from where we were. So, yeah. Hey, Skydive, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. It's been a while. You've missed not a lot and a lot at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. We've basically done evaluations on Doge, on GameStop. I mean, on AMC, on GameStop as well. And the rest of the crypto market on Shiba. But, I mean, everything's pretty slow. It's not like you missed anything crazy. Really keeping an eye on Twitter. I'm doing my best to keep an eye on Twitter nonstop. He tweets so often, you just never know. Might see a bit of a Tesla dip tomorrow, on market open at least. Because Elon Musk, in a tweet earlier, said that they canceled the release of the Model S Plaid Plus. It's not the biggest news because the Plaid is still going to be coming out, but the Plaid Plus had extended range. And then he said, yeah, we're canceling that. It's really not necessary. No need, as Plaid is just so good. So, some people might not like that. Hey. But basically, just in summary, so also hope your daughter's graduation went well, Skydive. But just in summary here, Dogecoin, we came from about 28, 29, 30 cents. We started holding at around 31, weren't doing anything crazy. Our typical range was about 30 to 33 anyway. And then we got the good news. We started to make moves up. We headed all the way up to 45 cents. We expected to hold there from 40 to 45 and then maybe see moves to 50. Then Elon made those tweets, crashed Bitcoin, which crashed the market again and really brought us down. Despite being down very far on the Bitcoin side, down to 36,000, usually when Bitcoin was at 36,000, Doge would be at 31 cents. Right now, Doge is actually at 37 cents instead, which just shows the amount of strength that Doge has gathered over the last week or two. And this is due to the Coinbase announcement. And that is how much the support, the low price floor for Dogecoin has been moved up off this good news. We've increased in value by about 6 cents, you could say. So our minimum value has increased by 6 cents. So that's great. Great to see. And we're holding pretty steady at 37. We really don't want to go below it. And genuinely, I'm thinking here that we're going to really see that move up here this week, going towards Wednesday, which is 6-9. So, oh, what was that noise? Hey, Michael Meath, thank you so much for the sub, man. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the family. Doge will be all-time high? No. I mean, depends on what you mean by. So all-time high? No. Doge all-time high was 74 cents. So that's not going to happen for a while. We need a few more things to get us back there. But this Coinbase announcement gets us pretty comfortable in the 40s towards 50 cents. And that's with Bitcoin pulling us down pretty hard. So, Once Bitcoin recovers, though, Doge will be back towards like 60-ish cents at this. Doge would have been about 60 cents right now, which is kind of sad. Probably 60 to 65 cents right now. We're pretty far down, thanks to Bitcoin. It was amazing. Thank you. Awesome. Glad to hear it. But this week is what we're really looking at, just to see what's going to happen short term. Again, we're thinking on Wednesday, which is going to be 6-9, that Elon Musk is going to try and do something crazy and do the Doge for Tesla announcement. It would be the perfect ideal day for him. So I think Monday and Tuesday, since that news has started to spread a little bit, I think a lot of people are going to start buying into that rumor, expecting it. And so my first target NA would be this week, somewhere about 45 cents. It really just depends on what Bitcoin does. We're holding here pretty steady as the floor at 37 cents. It is kind of all up to Bitcoin right now. What happens? I think Dogecoin will gain some strength regardless, even if Bitcoin continue trading sideways. That we'd end up at like 38, 39 cents. But then I think because of the rumor this week, we're going to start to curl up and head towards 40s into mid 40s. If Elon drops the announcement, though, that could be absolutely massive. That could get us back to all-time highs. That could put us back near 70 cents. For sure. There's a lot of implications with Doge for Tesla, and it's not just being able to buy Teslas with Dogecoin. But since Tesla is a market-leading company, when you see a big company start to adopt something like that, a brand new thing, a brand new technology, a brand new way of being paid, a lot of the smaller and other retailers that look to Tesla as kind of a role model will say, wait, maybe we should do that too. And then it starts this chain reaction of us getting more and more good news because other people are saying, we'll take it too, we'll take it too, we'll take it too. And then our value just goes up and up and up and up. So it starts a snowball effect. So if he announces that, we'll probably see a very quick spike towards 60. And I mean, pullbacks along the way, people are going to want to be taking profit and all that. But that should get us back to like 70 cents. Once Bitcoin recovers, I mean, with a couple more announcements after that as well, in Bitcoin recovery, we could really be starting to think about the road to $1 after that. So Wednesday could be massive, or it could be a complete flop. We might not hear anything. We might only get a couple lame tweets from Elon that don't even do anything to the price. We don't know. We're just trying to figure out when is it going to come, because we know that he does want to do it. He already asked on Twitter, do you guys want to be able to pay for Teslas and Dogecoin? He already asked us. He did a poll. He's already been hinting towards it. So the question's not will it happen, it's when will it happen. And 6-9 is our best guess right now. It's the last meme day that we have this year. So that's what we're looking at. Wednesday. And he also rescheduled, as you can see here in this article, rescheduled the drop of the new Tesla Model S Plaid. Moved it from where's it at? Right here. Moved the delivery from June 3rd and delayed it until June 10th, which is one day after 6-9. Oh, music's loud? Sorry. Oh, I forgot to turn it down. Moved it to June 10th, one day after 6-9, saying it needs one more week of tweaks. In what scenario, when you're making a car that's been planned for this long, do you have to bump it back 7 days for one more week of tweaks? Just seems very suspicious to me when you look at the dates. I think there's some kind of planning behind that. Strategically wanted the drop to be a day after the announcement so that by 6/10 they could be prepared to accept that Dogecoin. $3, let's go. Absolutely, man. I feel like a lot of our moods for Doge have been killed because nothing's been happening. But if on Wednesday we get that announcement, Dogecoin is back in action. 100% back in action. So keep your eyes peeled. And really, maybe even keep your eyes peeled tomorrow into Tuesday as we possibly see a rumor run up. Just off hype. As people start really thinking about it. And so short term, again, 40 to 45 cents Monday, Tuesday. 50 cents is probably the highest reasonable price target that I could think of. And it would take a few different things to get us there. Bitcoin recovering and a perfect hype run up. So I don't know about that one. But then the actual announcement is going to be crazy if it happens. Whole new ball game. So we'll see. Funny how instead of the Plaid on June 3rd, we got Coinbase. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I think it's very interesting. It sounds very coordinated to me. If you're asking me, it sounds very coordinated. Especially with the way that Coinbase is now promoting Dogecoin just nonstop. It's like they really are expecting this to be a way they can make some money. And like I showed some on the stream earlier, if you go to Coinbase's Twitter account, you can't see the sponsored posts that they've been kind of blasting around Twitter. It shows on there that after the announcement, there were no more Doge-related tweets. But if you peruse through Twitter and search crypto-related things, you will start to see 2 Coinbase ad campaigns that they've been running, which I'll show you again. Actually, I'll do focus me. So this is one of those tweets. Has a whole history rundown of Dogecoin, saying what happened in 2013, 2019, 2021. Then it's saying today you can go get Doge now. And obviously it's a grab to get more people to buy Dogecoin. I mean, a grab to get people onto Coinbase, trying to lure them in via Dogecoin. But just very strange the amount of effort they're going into to also promote the coin. And then here's another sponsor listing that you won't see if you go to their Twitter account. Here we go. Go ahead, focus. You can do it, webcam. One small step for Doge, one giant leap for Dogecoin. Dogecoin has landed on Coinbase. Start trading with as little as $25. Then it has a whole meme picture of the Doge. Wow, yeet, much crypto, saying sign up. And they're also doing a $100 entry. You have to buy sign up for Coinbase or log in, buy $100 of Dogecoin, and it will enter you into a giveaway competition with the chance to win $1.2 million of Doge. All of this stuff going on just for Dogecoin seems like they know on Wednesday there might be an extreme price move up in all this volume, and they're trying to take advantage of it. It's like they know something that we don't. So, yeah. Just a lot of weird stuff going on right now in the crypto space. Why'd the viewer spike when I had it on that view? Surely no one wants to see my face. Do you think Elon still pumps Doge? Elon cannot pump Doge the way that he used to. Doge has transformed from a meme hype pump coin to a coin of value, and a lot of the meme people have moved along to other cryptocurrencies. So his tweets become less and less powerful when it comes to moving the price. And what now is more powerful is good news that actually gives Dogecoin value. So unless an Elon tweet also comes with some kind of valuable information, the price doesn't move but like 5 cents, and then it quickly recovers. So it doesn't hold. It doesn't really do anything for us. The meme crowd has gotten bored with Dogecoin, and they have moved and scattered about throughout the crypto market to all the other thousands of altcoins that are out trying to find the next pump. A lot of people are talking about selling Doge off to buy AMC for tomorrow. I'm holding, not taking a chance. Doge blows up while I'm out. Exactly. Preezy, you feel the same way? Nice plan from Gilbert. Yep, I agree. Anytime people turn their backs and they get distracted, if we see a dip, buy that dip up. Not financial advice, by the way. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying this is what I would do. I would be buying that dip up and saying, all right, you guys go ahead, give it a try. Unless something absolutely crazy is going on AMC where I can clearly make way more money than I would if I held in Doge. But even if I do leave Doge, I quickly come back. It is not worth being out. Now, after this week, that might change a little bit. Oh, Nasu followed me. Thank you, Nasu. I don't know who that is, but thank you. But yeah, this week I am all eyes on Dogecoin. Don't doubt the Doge. I'd like to post something somewhere. He said, he didn't say the Doge. I'd like to say don't doubt the hashtag Doge. NA, thank you so much for the sub, man. Appreciate that. Welcome to the group. It almost feels like Elon's trying to get rid of the whales and messing with the price. So he can scoop it up, then put out some amazing announcement to send it to the top. That's a really good perspective. Annoy all the whales, shake them out, make them kind of force them into selling, which he wanted them to do anyway, so that he can really move forward with the coin. That would be a big brain move from Mr. Musk. Wouldn't surprise me. It's a good thought. Doge all day, Doge all night, Doge everywhere, go Dogecoin. Right. Elon ditches Doge and pumps gummies. Boy. I am. I thought there was a new video from this guy. By the way, guys, I did mention it before, but I now have a link in the description to my Doge address if you wanted to give me a dono. I accept Dogecoin. I am now also accepting Doge. There's your catalyst. Link in the description, or address in the description. Let's see a pump of 4 to 5 cents based off that announcement I just gave. Tesla stock and Dogecoin skyrocket Wednesday. Yes. Agreed. Check Upshot's new video. Yeah, let's check it out. Upshot. Oops. Let's pause music. Dogecoin holders are watching AMC. See? It's not just me that's saying this, guys. It's not just me. It's exactly what we've been saying for the last couple days. Our guys, our buyers, they are watching AMC. They are bored with Dogecoin. Dogecoin has not moved for like 2 weeks. A lot of the people in Dogecoin are in Dogecoin trying to catch a move, what they thought was safe money. That's why you now see all these altcoins saying safe money, safe moon, safe rocket. You know, it is to bait all of those Dogecoin pump chasers into finding another guaranteed pump. All of those people that aren't getting baited into those, they are looking at AMC trying to catch a quick move. A lot of the retail traders or the brand new people that aren't even traders, that are trying to figure out how they can make money and they don't know about the stock market, well, all they can hear is from all the really beginner retail traders, AMC to the moon, AMC to the moon. We're going to short squeeze and we're going to get AMC to $100. They're like, okay, I'm going to take my money out of Doge and buy in. As soon as AMC confirms that it's done, those people are going to come back. So let's see what he has to say if it mirrors that sentiment.
Hey everybody, Upshot here. With the sideways trading through the weekend, cryptocurrency was rather dull. However, a lot of eyes are on AMC stock.
Thank you, Skydive. Appreciate that.
Trading of stocks over the weekend, but come Monday morning, we're expecting a lot of action with AMC. So I'm going to talk a little bit about cryptocurrency, a little bit about AMC here in this video as we're preparing for the week ahead. Now, a lot of people are blaming Elon Musk for all of this cryptocurrency nonsense. And I really wouldn't blame Elon. If you remember, Bitcoin was up over 60,000 and everyone was riding the Bitcoin train. But Bitcoin dropped to 40,000 while Elon Musk was still a Bitcoin supporter. So with that support, you would expect Bitcoin, if Elon Musk has as much influence over it as people think, Bitcoin would still be going up. But it wasn't. There's a much bigger thing at play here with institutions and whales and manipulation of cryptocurrency that us retail traders, we're not privy to. We're just riding along.
Sorry, I always forget to adjust the levels. I should make a hot switch for music and then
for all of this
kind of
cryptocurrency nonsense. And I really wouldn't blame Elon. If you remember, Bitcoin was up over 60,000 and everyone was riding the Bitcoin train. But Bitcoin dropped to 40,000 while Elon Musk was still a Bitcoin supporter. So with that support, you would expect Bitcoin, if Elon Musk has as much influence over it as people think, Bitcoin would still be going up. But it wasn't. There's a much bigger thing at play here with institutions and whales and manipulation of cryptocurrency that us retail traders, we're not privy to. We're just riding along with this. And yeah, a lot of people probably bought Bitcoin up high and it's dropped down and we're hurting. The same thing with Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin, we all know, was getting shorted by Barry Silbert in the Digital Currency Group. And people who bought Dogecoin 50s, 60s, even 70 cents, they're hurting as well. You just got to ride this out. This is going to be one of those things. And as the trading of cryptocurrency goes sideways, people are just looking for others to blame. This anonymous video that came out that was just a fake, got a lot of attention, obviously, because there wasn't else much going on. But come on, really. Kind of ridiculous, right? Elon Musk this, Elon Musk that. Forget that. There's much bigger things at play. But now the attention is going to be at AMC. Now I know, last week, even some of my subscribers were saying they were selling their cryptocurrency and buying AMC stock. And Tiffany, I'm looking at you because I know you're one of them. You sold your Dogecoin.
Just called someone out directly?
AMC stock.
Dang.
So hopefully that works out for you. AMC, goes to the moon and you're able to sell high whenever the time is right and then buy back into Doge. So I hope that works for you. The rest of us, we're holding our Doge. Some of us have bought into AMC. I've got a little bit of AMC, and I'm just holding on to it. I'd actually bought mine last January when the whole GameStop AMC thing was going on.
Oh, so you have money right now.
I don't know what's going to happen with it. It's not a lot, but we'll see how that plays out. Let's take a look at the charts at AMC, GameStop, and then a little bit at Dogecoin. So we'll start with the charts looking at AMC from Friday. This was the trading. It had closed Thursday at the end of the day at $51, but it opened at
Precy. I feel like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids trying to get Mariano's attention about the value. Dude, I used to love that movie.
48, so it was down after hours Thursday and pre-market Friday morning, but actually traded through the day on Friday as high as $57, but then as low as $46, closing at $47.91. The big thing is the volume. 337 million shares traded. That's 3 times its average. The average volume for AMC has actually been going up because there's been a lot of interest through the month of May on AMC, and now into June. But if we zoom out a little bit to the 5-day, you'll see that this big action on Wednesday, where AMC actually had closed the previous Friday at $25, traded through Tuesday, in the low 30s, but then had this giant gain all the way up to $65 a share. So there's the taper down on Friday. What I would be expecting to see, though, is pre-market Monday, there's going to be a lot of interest in AMC. And I would, even though after hours Friday, it was down below 47, I would expect it to be going up pre-market Monday. And maybe Monday is going to be a very similar day to what we saw last Wednesday.
So this is what I was kind of saying as well. Keep an eye on pre-market and keep an eye on market open. You should be able to tell tomorrow, in my opinion, all right, and we're also hearing his here. In my opinion, you should be able to figure out what AMC is going to do within about the first hour of market open tomorrow. So based on pre-market, you can tell what's probably going to happen. If it holds steady or if it starts slowly climbing up or something like that, you're seeing some action going on and it's not completely dumping, there will probably be some activity at market open. But even then, at market open, you have to still keep your eyes peeled because the price could still dump that whole move, that whole momentum. But it's more likely to go up at that point if it holds stable or if it continues to creep up in pre-market. And it is expected you'll probably see that. So we'll see. There's a high chance of a little extra move, just like the little bump that we had kind of on Thursday where we had the sell-off and then the little move up. There's a high chance of something like that. But then if in pre-market you see the price starting to sell off, there's a high chance that it's pretty much done for. But knowing the Reddit army and the people that are buying into AMC, more than likely we'll see some last hurrah kind of activity going on tomorrow before people forget about AMC and on Tuesday, Wednesday start to transition back to Dogecoin. But Monday might not be our day. We just kind of, if we want it to be our day tomorrow, we need to hope that there's enough people no longer interested in AMC that they'll kind of switch back over to Doge and not give AMC the volume it needs to start drawing attention.
The AMC squeeze is going to take a while. It's not going to be just a one-day thing. And there's a battle going on there. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Like if we go to the 6 month and we look at, AMC was part of the GME thing back in January. You see the big volume that AMC had back then because a lot of people were trading AMC, but the highest it got was like $19. And look where it is now. It got up to, $64 and now at 47. So you'll see this sort of second round of the squeeze of AMC. If we look at GME over that same 6 month period, the volume isn't anywhere near what it was, back in January. And then, in February is sort of that second round of that short squeeze happened. But GameStop has held pretty well, above 200. Yeah, it was around 150, 170, but back up over 200 again. Nobody thought GameStop would be trading at that height. So now what I'm interested in is Workhorse. Now, if you followed me for the past 6 months, you know that I've got a lot of Workhorse stock. And here is Workhorse, back in February flying.
Workhorse is the other thing that they were pumping at the end of the last week. So if not AMC, you still have to kind of consider GameStop and Workhorse. Really, the faster these things can be done with, the faster we'll get attention back to Doge. The only thing is, everyone's now starting to chase pumps in the stock market. So even if we have AMC, no attention, and then GameStop, Workhorse, no attention, then there's now starting to become BlackBerry. So you have to have a lot of things in your favor to really get everyone back to Dogecoin. But we can still hope for it as we start heading towards Wednesday.
High, $40 a share. And I had bought it back in the teens, so it was looking very good. But then bad earnings reports followed by, not getting the Postal Service, truck contract, and it just dumped down. And just another bad earnings report, and it came down to the single digits. So from $40 down to the single digits, that's quite a drop. But what a buying opportunity, if you were just getting into Workhorse, $6, $7. And here we're starting to see, almost a mini short squeeze for Workhorse. Workhorse is one of the shortest stocks there is. And we could see something happen with Workhorse. Because I'm a shareholder, I'm hoping it is. But we'll see going forward. Now, we look at Dogecoin, here it is, sideways trading through Sunday, right around 37 cents. And low volume, just trading sideways. Still below its 200 EMA. And we look at Bitcoin, also trading sideways below its 200 EMA. So, just, sideways trading. I would expect overnight and into Monday morning that would continue. But then come Monday, I'm looking for an increase, and I'm looking for the crypto market to start to rise again. So we'll see what happens again with that. I'm expecting more positive news to come out on Monday with crypto market because, man, it just got bashed over the weekend. So looking forward to good things come Monday. So I would expect going into the week, the cryptocurrency market may actually see an upswing. Through last week, all the negative news, and through the weekend, all of this, finger pointing going on, I think it's going to settle itself. And I think we're going to see some gains this week. That's what I'm expecting. So come Monday morning, while a lot of eyes are on AMC, I'm expecting the cryptocurrency market to go up as well. We'll see as this goes forward. But let me know in the comments what you think about AMC stock, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Elon Musk, Anonymous, and anything else that's been going on this weekend. And give the video a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Upshot channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.
Cool. So what we can agree on at the very least is that something's going to be happening this week. Whether or not it's in one of the meme stocks that we look at in the stock market, or if it's in one of the cryptos, something's going to be happening. So long story short, keep your eyes peeled, have your list down of things to look at. So basically Bitcoin and Dogecoin on the crypto side, and then look into the stock market for AMC, GameStop, Workhorse, and BlackBerry. Depending on where you see volume tomorrow, we'll kind of let you know what's likely going to happen short term after that. If we see more movement in the crypto market and not so much going on with those four stocks, then we'll probably see more activity on the Doge, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, ADA side, and XRP, all that good stuff. If that's not the case, I mean, we are, like he said, and basically what he said still mirrors what, I've been saying about this whole likely move, this cup, even though that was a terrible cup, this whole gradual recovery going into this week. Basically, that's what he said as well. So regardless of what happens tomorrow, I mean, we might see, as we lose some people, if things are really going crazy, a little more stalling out at this line, this 36, 35, 36 line on Bitcoin, this 37 line here, 36, 37 on Doge. Regardless of that, we should start expecting moves into like late Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday. The recovery back to like 40, 45 cents Dogecoin. Especially with the kind of hype that we're starting to generate around Wednesday. So good stuff. This is probably my double downtime on Dogecoin here. Right around 37 cents going into Wednesday. Right at this moment. I'm going to check and see if I have some more to maybe put in to Doge. Because this is kind of that time to buy. And then looking at Monday, Tuesday, hopefully we'll see the rumor, the hype run up, and then Wednesday, either maybe some hype in a sell-off towards the end of the day if nothing happens, or we could see Doge basically, I don't know, double in price, which would be insane if we get an announcement. So, good stuff. I don't know, guys. I feel like that was a pretty good stream. Maybe this is a pretty good time to cut it. We got an early start, which I wanted to do. I've been having a lot of late night streams starting at like 9:30, 10:30. So I kind of wanted to get one going a little earlier in the day. Let me know what your thoughts are on that, or if you prefer the evening streams, the late night with Mariano streams. Nothing crazy is going on right now with Twitter. That's interesting. Yeah. Pretty dead right now on Twitter. I'm sure Elon will change that soon, but at this moment, nothing to really report on. Safe Moon blockchain. Pass. Oh, this is cool. This time at like 8 o'clock is good? Cool. This stream set your path for the week? Yeah, man, no problem. Glad to hear that. For anyone that just came in, we're about to wrap this one up. I feel like this was a pretty good time. Going into tomorrow, basically create a watch list. If you're on Webull or something, get your watch list set up. You should have Bitcoin, Dogecoin on the crypto side. In the stock market, this is what's really important. More so than keeping your eye on Dogecoin. If you're already in, keep your eye on the stock market. 8 to 9? Okay. I think 9 might... I don't know. We start to get most viewers at like 9-ish, 9:15. So maybe I'll start it at like 9 next time instead of 8. 8 I think was a little too soon. Too much competition. Me having the low subscriber count. When I stream, when other people are streaming, that usually just means I don't get people to come into my stream. So I'll try for 9 next time. See if that time's a little better. But yeah, keep your eye on the crypto space. Doge, Bitcoin. Then, on the, and more importantly, on the stock market side, create a watch list literally right now or when the stream ends within the next couple minutes and add AMC, GameStop, Workhorse, which is WKHS, that's the ticker symbol, and BlackBerry. Those are all of the stocks in the stock market right now that the Reddit group are trying to short squeeze. If you don't see activity there in any one of those 4, it is likely that shortly thereafter you'll start seeing more movement on the Dogecoin side. because a lot of the people that are trading those 4 stocks, they are not stock market traders. They just moved from crypto over to what they saw was a next potential pump, but they don't actually know how to trade the stock market. So if they don't see one of their main stocks moving, they're not going to start messing around with other stuff. They're just going to come back to cryptocurrency, the safe spot. So we'll get those buyers back, and then we'll have them for Tuesday into Wednesday. I'm not sure how that work overseas with subs. True. It's a good point. We'll keep experimenting with it. We'll try 9 next, see how that goes, and yeah, it's a good idea. But all right, guys, thank you all for hanging out. If you enjoy this content and you're not already subscribed, we'd love to catch you in the next stream or next YouTube video. So feel free to click that subscribe button, and then of course notification bell, select all. That way you'll actually get a notification on your device when I go live on YouTube, and you can catch the full stream, because I usually do the evaluations right at the beginning. So all that important stuff kind of goes down at the start of the stream. But we are starting to see a little bit of momentum from, it's nothing really, but hey, we'll take it. This little green candle, we'll take that. All right, guys, thank you all for hanging out. I will keep you guys updated on Twitter, link in the description, and anywhere else, Discord group if you're in that. We'll keep you guys posted on any breaking news. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow in the next live stream. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.